Welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina. I'm your host, Tina Thompson. And if I seem like I'm a little over the top, like excited, it is because you can see that Santa Claus is with me this week. I love to have him. We're going to find out a whole lot about that. But Santa, I wanted to talk a little bit about something. Now, what is your very favorite treat?
I always tell the girls and boys to leave me cookies, and I prefer chocolate chip cookies.
And I love chocolate chip cookies
and
myself.
Milk to go with them. I have to have a little milk to go with chocolate chip cookies.
Well, Santa, I am sorry I didn't have any milk to bring for you today, but I do have some chocolate chip cookies.
I'll try not to remember that when I'm dropping off your present this year.
Oh, no, I don't get a present.
I didn't say you didn't get one. It's just what it might be.
What it may or may not be.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to talk a little bit about something. I usually have a positive quote, or I try to from time to time. And Santa, I'm sure this is something that applies when it comes to your team. I think it was somebody just recently had said something to me about, what can you help me, give me any wisdom, about relationships. And it made me think about one time, and it was just recent months, that I made cookies, and it was when I was in Florida. And I made these cookies, and they were the flattest cookies I've ever made, chocolate chip cookies. Now, mind you, I make them all the time for my guests for the show. So I should know how to make them, right? Mm-hmm. My mind was just blown as I'm trying to get these flattened cookies off the pan. Do you know, it was 2 months later that I go back down and I go to make cookies again, but I had grabbed a brand new, like 3 pounds of flour out of I had kept it in the freezer and put it in the cupboard for a few days. And I went to pull out the flour that was in the container that I had used that time that I had made those cookies. It was self-rising flour.
Self-rising
flour. Self-rising flour is not the flour to be used for my cookies. That's why my cookies were flat. I was like, that makes sense.
You would think self-rising that they would not be flat, but you're sure that's
yes. Well, according to what somebody told me, that you don't use as much as the other ingredients in your cookies because that is supposed to take over those ingredients or something. I don't know. All I know were they were the worst cookies I ever made, and I'm really glad that I found out what it was.
Who did you give them to?
Nobody.
Oh, good.
My boyfriend,
I'm glad to hear that.
He was like, "What's wrong with these cookies?" I go, "I don't know. Let's freeze them. Maybe that would be better if we freeze them." They sat in the freezer for a couple of months. I finally threw them out.
Chocolate chip pancakes.
That's exactly. Well, no, it wasn't even that, because when you were getting them off the pan, they were all scrunched up, and it was just kind of like a blob. But ingredients, when it comes to ingredients, and if I can give any kind of wisdom, and of course you can help out, Santa, because I'm sure you've experienced it. I really think that it's, in any relationship that we have, it's teamwork, it's communicating and listening to each other. And I always say prayer too. That's something that I always say. How does that, do you think, work for you?
It's very important that we pay attention to our surroundings and the people that are around us. And, this time of year with Christmas and everything, a lot of people just forget what Christmas is all about.
That's right. They do.
And we need to communicate what it's all about.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and listen.
Listen, yeah.
Like I needed to show you my ears.
There's all kind of things being around you and going on around you, and it's very important to pay attention.
That's right. I agree. So why are you here? Because you're here for a special reason.
Well, yes. Every year, Lancaster Parks and Recreation, they send me a little note and ask if I could come to Lancaster and entertain the folks here in Lancaster, and we have been doing that now we started in 1984, and that's been that's 35 years ago. Anya and I were just talking the other day, time goes so fast, and back then, when we came to Lancaster the first time, we were in sort of like a trailer at Alley Park. A fellow by the name of Mike Clifford invited us. And we got there, and they had it all decorated up, beautiful. And we got there, and I'll tell you what, within a couple hours, we were inundated with people. There was people everywhere. The Parks Department was more or less overwhelmed because there were so many people, and I don't think they expected that. But it was a draw and a good crowd, and after it was all over with, Mrs. Claus and I talked, and I said next year maybe we could help out and we could bring some of the people from the North Pole, bring them down here, get them out of the workshop, and we'll see how that works. So the next year we did that, and I brought my brother. Floyd Kringle is my brother. Now I want you to know that. Being old Chris Kringle and Floyd, I was glad to bring him because he gets into a lot of mischief up there at the pole.
I was going to say, do you get along well?
Yeah. I have to stay on him because he's got chores to do, and sometimes he forgets to do them, and then I have to cover for him. But anyhow, he came and he helped us out. He helped at the door and let people in. But the thing I didn't like about it was he was telling the children to leave me rice cakes and water. Yeah, think about that, as opposed to cookies.
Brother Floyd probably didn't get anything.
Well,
for
he
Christmas,
was saying that what they should do is box those cookies up and send them to the North Pole in care of Floyd Kringle. Well, I found out about that. I put a stop to that. Here I am getting rice cakes and water.
Did you eventually forgive Floyd, though? Yes.
I knew that he was.
So let me ask you, do you sometimes give the naughty or nice kids the naughty a lump of coal, or do you try to think that they will do their best to try to do good?
At most kids, there's good in everybody. And that's what I try to look for, not the mischief that they get into through the year. They do a lot of good things. Mm-hmm. And that's the way Floyd, he does a lot of good things, but he does a lot of mischievous things too. And this was one of them. But as soon as I found it out, I told him about it. And I said, and I asked him, I said, where do you think these cookies are going? And I come to find out that he was telling them to send them to the North Pole in care of Floyd Kringle. Yeah. So we got that taken care of. Yes.
I bet you did.
Yes. So and it's just progressed ever since then. Every year the crowds out there are just spectacular, and they decorate that place, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. And
well, other than seeing you, what else will get the folks and kids get to have or see or enjoy?
Every year they one of the and I think, I'm not sure if it's Giant Eagle or who this year, donate cookies, and everybody that attends get to go downstairs, and we have the wood carvers there, and they get to see the wood carvers at work and some of the stuff that they have. And of course they get cookies,
Mm-hmm.
And there was another thing too. I've got one of Heinrich came with us, and he's the blacksmith at the pool. And Heinrich's one of those people that gets into mischief also. And every now and then I have to check him because he's usually got a pocket full of cookies. So the cookies is a big thing. Now
don't take Santa's cookies.
No. And Mrs. Claus, she, of course, I always ask the kids. I said, "You know who I am. You recognize me." But I ask them if they know Mrs. Claus, and nobody can tell me her name. And I said, "It's Anya." And I said, "She's always telling me, don't get any cookie crumbs on ya." So, so that's sort of a way to remember Mrs. Claus's name. So
that's great.
Oh, we do have a good time at the pole, and of course every year when they send me the letter and they ask, then I go out in the shop and I try to find out if there's anybody interested in coming to Lancaster with us. Well, anymore it's getting so they all want to go.
I bet.
I can't get them all off the. We got things to do. We got toys to produce and things to get done, and I usually bring 5 or 6 with me in the entourage. But and some of them I bring purposely to keep them from getting in mischief when I'm not at the pole, because they do have a tendency to
keep an eye on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some of them.
Okay, so you are in a different Santa outfit today. Why is that?
the kids ask me the same thing, why I'm dressed like that. And I tell them, what you're used to seeing is the red and white suit. And that's my red and white suit is a very special suit. It's a magical suit. It's like, Superman or Wonder Woman, and they have a special outfit that they get into. And, you have to sort of keep track of that. But my outfit, that red and white one, when I don that's the one time a year, and that's Christmas Eve, and that allows me to cruise the world and do all the magical things that need to be done at Christmas Eve.
My son lost his first tooth, and I'm trying to remember if it was not only one tooth that year, it was I think it was 2 that year, Christmas Eve. So I told him, Christmas Eve is Santa's night. The tooth fairy will have to come another night. Because everybody else have that day off? Is that what typically?
Well, sometimes I'm off delivering presents someplace else, and the tooth fairy can sneak in.
Oh, okay. So
that's not impossible. For her
well,
to do
good,
that. Yeah.
good. I was so afraid that night, and so yeah, it was taken care of. He was taken care of. But Santa, before we run out of time here, what are the dates for Santa in the Park at the City of Lancaster
12th,
Alley Park?
13th, and 14th.
Okay.
And it goes from 6 to 8. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Thursday night, the 12th, is probably the prime night to get there because you get there early, and because Saturday night, my goodness, they're lined up clear. A lot of people just come to see the park. I don't know if they come to see me or not. The park is just absolutely gorgeous. The trees are decorated, and that lodge, they fix that lodge up. Parks and Recreation in this community is to be commended. They do a spectacular job. So, I just can't say enough about them because they go all out for us, and it shows.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it is. I think most importantly, it is just for the kids to come out and have a really great time and to see Santa. And I know kids every once in a while when you are in your red suit, it could startle them, but not this suit. And this suit, kids are more comforted and relaxed.
Right.
And you have a soothing Santa voice.
I tell them I don't wear the same clothes all the time, that red and white suit. That I said that, after a while, I start smelling like the reindeer.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
So I don't know. So I wear my regular clothes, and then that special suit comes out on Christmas Eve.
That's right, because it is special. But you are special all the time, Santa.
Well, thank you.
I'm trying to gain brownie points, you all, or chocolate chip points, whatever you want to say, to maybe get a nicer gift. I want to thank you so much for being with me.
Well, thank you for having me.
We have got a great other little guest that's coming up here in just a bit, so please don't go anywhere. You're watching Down Home with Tina.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. Before I get started with my special little guest today, I would like to thank my sponsors. I would like to thank Huddle Tire Company, Donald Law Office, Walker Shoe Center, The Flower Pot, that's located in downtown Lancaster, a new little shop, Ava Jewelers, and Fairfield Area Humane Society. They are the reason why I get to come on each and every week here and get to talk with very special little folks like I've got with me today, Reese Shirey. Reese, I am so excited to have you with me, sweetheart. This time of year we have so much dreary weather and we're always looking for that little ball of sunshine. Well, Reese is that little ball of sunshine. She is a little girl who back in, is it February, Reese? Yeah, February. She was 10 years old that she was diagnosed with leukemia. And I'm just really excited that you were able to and you wanted to come and be with me on the show. Honey, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, tell if you would, please, because I think that when we have things that enter into our lives, that we try to surround ourselves with positivity. Do you think that that's part of it? Yeah, yeah. Will you share with everybody a little bit about your story just from the beginning when it started?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed on February 15th, and it was a hard time, but I had my family right there to support me in my town where I live in, Baltimore, Ohio, and that just brings me joy.
And what, Reese, is some of the stuff that your very special town? I used to work in Baltimore, and they are some really great folks.
Yeah, so my aunt gave us t-shirts that has my logo, Reese Strong, and she had a Facebook page too. And when I go to the hospital, they always put stuff on there, like pray for Reese and stuff, and they always do.
Yeah. Will you share with folks that what are some of your favorite things that you have received from folks and things that you've gotten to do?
I like I said, the t-shirts and the prayers and the gifts. I have so many gifts that
Yeah.
gave me.
Reese, what are some of the things some of the schools in Fairfield County have done for you, sweetie?
Oh, wow. So, Fairfield Union, my school, Liberty Union, Bloom Carroll, Amanda. I think that's about it.
That sounds right. That sounds right. I tried to, kind of keep in mind as well. You have a little sister, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. What is her name?
Paige.
And how's she doing?
Good. Sometimes she gets a little nervous and
Yeah.
yeah.
How old is she?
8.
Yeah. Reese, what are some of your favorite things to do?
Read, play games, spend time with family. That's about it.
Yeah. So what is something, if you had a wish, what would it be? A dream of, a place to maybe go or something to do, what would it be?
Meet, like, my favorite singers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite singers?
Ariana Grande.
Pardon me for interrupting, but I have a special delivery. Reese, how are you, honey?
Good.
Good. It is so good to see you. I have a special delivery for you.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I understand you like orange. Is your favorite color teal? Okay, that's some candy for you. But a friend of yours called me, and she had a special gift made for you, and she wanted to know if I would deliver it. And I said I certainly would. So I've got this for you. And I want you to open that up. I understand that you've been a sick little girl. Is that right?
Wow.
A special
I like
ornament. That's handmade glass, yes. So that's your special ornament. But I'll tell you what, I didn't forget your sister. So
Okay.
if you deliver that for her, I would appreciate that. And then I have one of these for her also. Okay? How
Yeah,
about
she would
that?
like that.
Huh?
She would like that.
I'm sure. How about you? How you getting along?
Pretty good.
I'll tell you what, you've got a lot of people out there rooting for you. You know that? And they're praying for you every day. And Santa, I've been keeping an eye on you. People been telling me about you. So you keep up the good spirits. That's what it takes. Yeah, okay?
Okay.
All right. Tina,
Yes, Santa.
I'm glad to see you again. Listen, I'll leave this sack here so that you can put that in there and you can be able to carry it, okay?
Okay.
Now listen, you have a good day and God bless you, okay?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Santa.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
enjoy doing special deliveries. You
Okay.
take care. Have a beautiful week.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Take
Santa.
care.
Aw.
Take care.
Our surprise little bit. Oh, I got tears. Well, he brought some nice gifts for you. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some gifts. Do you know what a port pillow is?
Yeah.
I think Miss Tracy Mahler had given
Yeah.
you a port pillow. Well, I had heard that you have some favorite collars, of course. What are those collars? Your favorite colors?
Teal and orange.
And when anybody does anything for Reese Strong, that's what they wear, right? Usually a T-shirt. I got to get myself one of those, by the way. But here is one that I had some fabric that I hope that you like that, and that works
Yeah.
good enough for your teal and orange.
Yeah.
Is that good for you? And I figured you're in more than one vehicle. And folks,
Yeah.
what is a port pillow? Do you want to share it with folks, Reese?
Yeah, so you buckle it up to your seatbelt and you attach it, and then it sits on your port.
Yeah. And
So it won't rub.
perfect.
So the seat buckle won't rub.
Yeah, so now you have two. So if you have to carry one around, you don't have to now if you go into different. And then I am a person who I love pillows. I love pillows. I love to cuddle pillows, and I love to, if I ever want to throw one at maybe a sister, I'm just kidding. Those are soft enough. So I brought two for you, okay? Now, you can have both of them, or you can give one away if you would like to give one away, okay? So, you know, when we have things, once again, that we go through, we never know what it is or what to expect. And I know, Reese, you have surprises. Sometimes they aren't always good surprises, but we try to have good, fun times always, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of your wishes is to meet singers and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anything else that you want to say to folks? You know, what are you grateful for? This is the week of Thanksgiving. What are some of the things that you would like to maybe give some wisdom to some folks? Because I know at 11 years old, because you've celebrated a birthday, that you, I know you've got some in there to help us out.
So I'm thankful for my friends, my family, my nurses, my doctors, and of course my sister.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're going to play a game.
Okay.
Because we've got a couple of minutes left, and we're going to play Pie in the Face. All right? So, have you ever played this game before?
I did the showdown, Pie in the Face showdown.
What's that? I've not
it's
heard of that.
Two people play against each other.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Did you ever get the pie in the face?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
my uncle, he did it really fast.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Does it make you laugh and giggle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you hoping that Miss Tina gets a pie in the face? You don't want to say yes, but it would be fun, right? So I'm going to ask you some questions. I do it a little different. Okay, so a few of my questions, and I'm going to make them really easy for you, all right? So do I have children? Do you think I have children?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay, so I do. I'll have you guess. Do I have 1, 2, or 3 children?
3.
I have 2. but you're going to get one. I know you're going to get one for sure. Okay, so I have an animal. Do I have a cat or a dog?
Dog.
I do, yes. And then one other. Do I have brown eyes or blue eyes?
Blue. Oh, brown.
Brown eyes. Good job. So what I'm going to have you do you want to spin, and we'll see how many times we'll get to do the pie in the face. I love to have fun and play games. So there's 2, so you get to spin twice, and they add up, so the more chances. So you can spin again. And, you get to spin again. Or do you want to, you'll choose, you can choose the number. Which number? Of course. Because you want, so that's 6, right? Mm-hmm. So do you want to click it for me? And we'll do this really. Ready? Oh, which way are we going? There we go. Do you want some? I'm just kidding. Oh no. It's a good thing we're about done with the show today. Alrighty. You guys, I want to thank you so much. Reese, I just want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be on the Down Home with Tina show. We are all rooting for you. I do have something special that's coming up in my next video, but it'll be something that you'll get to see here shortly. Thank you, honey. And I would hug you, but you would end up with whipped cream all over your face. Have fun. Folks, be grateful. Keep her and her family, the Shire family, in your thoughts and prayers. And we are out there, and we are Reese Strong. Alrighty? I give you a high. Let's do a finger high. Can't even do a finger high. Finger high. Thanks, Reese. Thank you so much for watching Down Home with Tina. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a recovering addict. For 10 of the last 11 years, I've been struggling with addiction, homelessness, incarceration, and just loneliness. However, since getting clean this past year, I've accomplished more than I have in those 10 years combined. After attending outpatient counseling services, inpatient counseling services, living in a sober living house, and attending 12-step meetings, I've been able to regain control of my life and begin to achieve goals I've always dreamed of. Addiction can destroy lives in many ways. Whether you need help with childcare or financial assistance, everyone deserves a new beginning. Recovery supports are just that, supports for recovery. My life mattered. Your life matters too.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
At Dagger Law, we have more than 110 years of combined expertise in nearly every part of law.
What I think sets us apart from any other law firm is our ability to work together.
With us, you're getting a trusted partner, in addition to a team who can help you with a growing business, changing family, planning your future, or dealing with land issues.
It's a challenge every day, and you meet an awful lot of nice people.
Your case matters. We'll take the time and the energy to ensure that you have a quality experience, quality representation.
Whatever you need, we have a lawyer who can help. Dagger Law. Local, trusted, experienced.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. As it being Thanksgiving week, I just want to let you all know how grateful that I am for you watching the show and letting folks know about the awesome and amazing things that we've got going on in our hometown. And if you get a chance, please check us out on Spectrum 1021. It is on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 10 a.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m. YouTube, CLN, Your Hometown Connection, and also Down Home with Tina Facebook page. We have things that sometimes happen in our lives that are complete surprises, and the Shirey family had an unfortunate surprise happen to them this last February, but we're going to bring some joy to their life and let them know how grateful and that we've got strength and we are fighting on the Shirey team and the Reese Strong team. So we've got a video clip here that we got together with some different schools, and you'll see those schools, and we just want to ask that you will stay with us and remember the Shirey family, that we are Reese Strong. God bless and happy Thanksgiving.